Yo, what is up? What is up? Welcome back for some more Planet Coaster 2, and today we have one of the biggest projects that I've probably done in all of my Planet Coaster career. I know I only have 3 videos on YouTube, but yeah, TMNT baby, 4 dueling roller coasters. So great. Oh, look at how they just stall on that hi-hat. I love it. I love it. Anyway, yeah, so 4 roller coasters, a 4-in-1 under one theme. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1 roller coaster to represent each turtle. I built my own turtles, I built own coasters, and what you see here is a little preview of the final product. So, without any further ado, let's hop into the build, because, yeah, this one was a long one. Alright, this is over here, this is the Zeus area where we left off from the last video, the wooden roller coaster build. And we are going to go straight across the river here. This is the bridge that's going to take us over to the other side of the river. And I think this is a perfect spot for my 4 dueling roller coasters. You need a lot of space for this because, yeah, it is 4 roller coasters. They take up the space of one huge one because I interweave them, but yeah. So I was able to do some research, and I only have 2 launching roller coasters, so I'm going to have to use this one. Unfortunately, this roller coaster does not allow inverts. It's the same type of roller coaster like Kingda Ka. So we're going to go straight up and make a hi-hat, as you saw from the preview. And 2 are going to go each direction. I was just having a little difficulty figuring out how to get the hi-hat going here. And I seen that they had the launch, but the launch just goes way too high for what I want. You can't resize it. So I'm going to have to build it myself. So I'm just going to put all 4 of the stations down so I don't have to keep going back to the menu. And this is basically the layout of the 4 stations here. I had to move this over and readjust because I forgot they all have to offset so that they could all sit next to each other for the launch. And you know, there's something here that I'm really pissed off that Frontier forgot, and I think it was just an oversight, and I hope it comes in a future patch, but I've yet to see how you could synchronize roller coasters with track attractions and other attractions. I don't see any option to synchronize roller coasters, which is a big shame because I always had my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle roller coasters, you know, dueling with each other. You know, it was awesome seeing 4 roller coasters just going down the track together, and it's a shame that we don't have dueling right now in the game. So Frontier, I don't know if you watch this, I hope you see this, or at least somebody who sees this can talk to Frontier and say, hey, you forgot something here. We need synchronizing. Or if I'm missing it, please let me know in the comments if there's a way to synchronize roller coasters in this game. I've looked through the whole menu and I haven't seen any. But anyway, back to the build here. So, like I said, these roller coasters can't invert for some reason. They could go damn near 90 degrees. They could kind of go a little bit, they can't go any more than 90 degrees actually. So, I mean, we're just gonna have to give a lot of airtime and lateral G's here. But I want this roller coaster type as Ninja Turtles. I guess it was a mod in Planet Coaster 1 that allowed this roller coaster to be inverted. But I really don't want to change it up right now. Sometimes I use the vector for this, but I have an idea for a vector roller coaster, and I don't have multiple vector roller coasters. I don't have the multiple of the same types as I built 4 of the same type here, but technically this is 1 roller coaster. But yeah, I don't have multiple of a roller coaster because I have a finite amount of space, so I want to try and build the ones I love the most. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put a water park in this park. I think I'm just going to keep it roller coasters, and maybe when we have the patch in December, I might start a new park and we'll do a water park in there. But I really don't want to sacrifice any space. I'm all about the roller coasters. If you haven't seen my videos, I really don't even care about, you know, flat rides and whatnot. So anyway, here we're going to do a lot of lateral G's. Hopefully we have the speed where you really feel the push into the seat there. And this one here is going to have more of a airtime feel. The other one is going to be more lateral. I want to have this one here as have some airtime elements. Trying to get my excitement to a 7. I've yet to get excitement over 6.5. I don't know what these guys want. I've damn near tried to kill these Sims out here, but they've yet to find any of my roller coasters higher than a 7. So we are going to try and do that here. So basically at this point I'm just trying to mimic each track, not to the same exact way, but just in the time way, so that they get to the station at the relative same amount of time. So that's why I build out both of them. I build out 2 of them at the same time, so I can have a scale of how long I need to make each of them and what elements. So like I had one of them going around in a circle, so that I know I have to make both of them kind of go around in a circle so that they can, you know, sync up the time, you know. Right here I wanted to do a little bit of a velocicoaster twist where you go left and it flings you right back to the left side, but I don't think it made the final build. I'm gonna have to put that back in. Okay, so the first one, bam, autocomplete, we were almost there, and as you know, once I autocomplete, I just smooth it out, put in my brakes, put in my blocks, and unfortunately, this roller coaster cannot have two cars on the same track, even with a block, or maybe I have to put in 2 blocks, I'm not sure. I'll try that again actually. I didn't try putting 2 blocks in. With 1 block, you still only get 1 train, which is a real bummer, because, you know, that's going to make the time that these roller coasters, you know, turn out guests really slow, so the lines are going to get pretty long, even though I said on my last video, I've yet to see lines get too long for roller coasters. So basically now we're bringing around the second one, and this one will be completed to the other side. Now we have 2 down, 2 to go. So this one, like I said, these 2 are going to turn left and be running on the side closer to the entrance of the park. Just trying to smooth out all my curves. I can't wait till I show you guys a preview of this park. We're going to do a huge walk around when I feel it's about half done, and we're going to ride all the rides. I'll show you guys all the changes I've made from the videos, because a lot of these roller coasters I've made and the areas I've made, I've gone through and, you know, touched them without recording. And, you know, just when you build something in this game, the first time you build it is not the last time you're going to go back. You're always going to see something, oh, I got to change this, or, you know, I got to add this here, or, oh, this tree is floating, yada, yada, yada. Let me delete all these trees out of my way here. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to weave around to get back to the station on the inside. Luckily, I was able to duck in. I don't have roller coaster collisions in, so I'm able to do things that you normally won't be able to do. As long as the roller coasters aren't actually hitting each other, I'm happy. So that was 3 down, and the last one here to go. And basically, I'm just going to follow the same layout as the one I just did, not to the T, but like to the time. I want them all to have different elements. They're all going to be different. Similar but different, kind of like how the Ninja Turtles are in real life. They look the same, but they all, if you know them, you can tell the difference between all of them, even without their bandanas. So we're weaving around the second helix here, and then we just have one more element to do, and then we could go back to the station. I wanted to do a little airtime ejector there. I don't know the speed we're going to have coming through here, so I think I changed this up. I didn't like this. It was getting into a spaghetti bowl. It was going to make it hard for me to get back to the station that way, so we ended up going the other direction. That way I could turn right into the station here. Bam. Beautiful. Alright, so 4 up, 4 down, 4 roller coasters to go. Alright guys, like I said before, unfortunately there's no way to synchronize these roller coasters, so I had to pause the game and test them all at the same time so they leave the station at the same time. And another thing that's weird is they don't go all the way onto the launch track. These trains don't go all the way onto the launch track like they did in Planet Coaster 1. I don't know if I'm doing something different. I have to keep finicking around with this stuff. Okay. I really like how they stall up there, almost giving you a feeling of falling backwards, but they always make it. So far, the timing looks good. Oh, I like that crisscross right there. They both crisscross at the same time. Look at that. They're right next to each other. Oh my god, that would be so cool if I could get them to duel. And one, they definitely don't get back at the same time, but relatively, they're all there. They're all there at the same time, and I'm happy with that. Okay, now all we gotta do is change the colors and make them all unique. This will give each roller coaster its actual identity. So that's Raphael, we got Leo, Donnie, and Mikey. I think it really came out. When you change the colors on it, like, it really looks so nice. I think I had to change this one here. Yeah, we want to change all of them to the blue. Okay, well, so far, the roller coasters are done. These aren't the final builds. I did actually change up some of the layouts. Like, I put some hi-hats on Leo and Mikey, because they're their airtime ones. Donnie and Ralph are more of a lateral G type, so these aren't the final layout, but more or less, this is how it's going to look. So now, gotta put some power, and the front of the roller coaster look like a good area for that. The pathing of this, let me tell you guys, the pathing to try and connect these 4 roller coasters, oh my god, it took me a while. I had to actually dig the ground out, lower the ground so I could actually put the paths in before we came out to the front, because I want it all to be underground. I don't want to have people walking with the roller coaster right over their head. So here I am, I'm putting the ground back over the paths as I connected all the exits. And now it's time to do the entrances. Now I'm not going to show you guys this. This took forever, guys. I had so many errors. They were crossing over each other. I was trying to go under, trying to go below. That one I actually just did it over ground and then dug the ground on top of it. It was a lot hard doing. It was very hard doing it, to say the least. But yeah, this is pretty much the gist of it. They all go underground and they come out right here in this path. As you can see, the problems I've had. So here's the finished product. I put a hexagon as the plaza because I want to have a nice open area before you get into the roller coaster. Here I'm connecting the employees only area. Alright, and now for the station idea, I didn't want to do anything crazy. It's going to be an open station, something small just to cover the stations from elements. So it's going to be a flat roof with a little border on the outside. I found these wooden columns that kind of, I don't know, some about them spoke Ninja Turtles to me. Maybe it's like Donnie's staff or something. So yeah, we're just going to have these columns going around the outside and a pretty basic flat roof. Nothing too crazy about these this station here. I figure, you know, I like open stations to the elements. As I said before, this is going to be like mimicking a Six Flags type of a park, and usually that's how Six Flags are. Most of their stations are open air stations. Now, I'm using this blue tile here because it kind of represents Leo, the color, you know, so I thought it kind of matches the theme, the vibe. Nickelodeon type, you know, cartoonish kitty comic type. Okay, so now that that's up, we're just going to build a basic roof to cover all 4 stations. Had to slide this tile slightly over just so that it, you know, covers the 4 stations together wasn't completely fitting into a grid. Just aligning the columns here, making sure all the columns fit. Unfortunately, this column couldn't go all the way down because the path is there, so we're going to act like it's supported by the station. And this is basically it. This is the station here. A nice open air station. I'm going to mimic this and put it over Donnie and Ralph. So now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. How I modeled out my Ninja Turtles here. Because as you can, they had Ninja Turtle models in Planet Coaster 1. But because this game is so new, there's really nothing on, or at least I didn't find anything on in the store or in the shop, whatever you want to call it, of a Ninja Turtle. So I had to make my own. So I found some basic shapes as I did with my snake. And we're just trying to stick figure it out. So once you have your stick figure, you can then start applying different shapes to it to let it form what you're going for. So we had a whole bunch of different shapes. You know, I got a little circular shape for the shell. I thought these little flat circles would be good for the front shell. I ended up going with a different shape in the end, but it still served its purpose to show the cylinder looked great for the bottom of the turtle's head. Once I put the colors together, they'll look better. They'll look more similar. And here I'm using the same green half circles I used for my snake, which worked beautifully to form the turtle's muscles. I mean, look at that. It looks freaking amazing. So here I'm using the Zeus statue to form some easy hands, and I'll change the hands color to green. Maybe I could use, I forgot they have a fist as well, so I'm gonna have to change out some of these pointing fingers. But it was just really just a, you know, a proof of concept. Like I said, when you build something in Planet Coaster, you're not gonna build it and be done. You're gonna build, you're gonna come back, you're gonna add, you're gonna tweak, you're gonna do all sorts of different things until you're happy with it. And I think I encourage you to do that. Like when you build something, you know, use it as a rough edge, a rough out. I'm in construction. The way we do it is we build a rough edge first, and then the carpenters and everybody else comes in and makes it look all pretty. We call it a punch list, you know? So basically you build out what you want, you get the basic shape, and you could always come back and touch it up. If you like something, you change it. If you don't, you could, you know, find what fits you. So I was really loving what I've had so far. I really couldn't even imagine that it would look this good. And, you know, I wanted to get the front shell looking even better, and those little circles wasn't cutting it for me. So I ended up finding these oval shapes here, and I figured if I could use 2 of them, that more looks like a front shell compared to just the circles by itself, and I could use those circles as a chest plate. So guys, hours after I started, building these turtles took longer than building the actual roller coaster, and this is what I ended up with, and I think they look freaking awesome. Here's Mikey over here, and I couldn't ask for anything else. If you ask somebody what is this, they're gonna say Ninja Turtle, and they're pretty much just to go in front of the entrance of every roller coaster, so you know what roller coaster you're going on. So we have Mikey over here, we have Donnie and Leo. I'm gonna put them all in front of their entrances. Unfortunately, I forgot which one was which, so I had to go back and make sure I put the right turtle in front of the right entrance. But man, I couldn't say how good this came out. It's freaking amazing. And I think I did put it onto the Creation Store, so you guys can download this if you want it and tweak them however you like. So now that the roller coasters are built, the Ninja Turtles are built, that took forever, it's time to build out the plaza. So I'm going for this, like they're going into the sewer type look. When you're going into the queue, I want you to feel like you're going into the sewer, and because you know that's where the Ninja Turtles live. Right now we're putting up the nameplates so you know exactly which turtle you're going to. I think the nameplates look great. They look just like a Nickelodeon type vibe. And then I found this plate here that will be perfect for the sign. So I just changed the color to green and yellow to fit the turtles. And we're just going to put TMNT because I'm a little too lazy to spell out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just too much letters to put on this thing. So the 4 TMNT, bam, conveys what you're looking for. And on the bottom, it's Turtle Power. So that's the ride. The ride is called TMNT Turtle Power. But each ride is individually named the turtle that represents it. These swords here represent Leo's weapons, and they look freaking amazing. I think they're from the Viking set, so I was like, why not put that? I don't think they have any of the other turtles' weapons, so anyway. When I saw the bamboo, I was like, oh, perfect. Whenever I have a launch coaster, I love to put bamboo right on across the launches. I don't know if you guys ever read King Ka, and that's the way they have bamboo going right around the launch, and I like to mimic that area. So, this is another day, some more recording, and we're just flushing out the plaza area. We're not doing much building-wise, we're just gonna have like open courtyard, and I decided to put these roofs here as a sort of a shade, so, you know, it just feels a little bit more enclosed. The shops and the stalls that I put around, I kind of tried to label them and theme them to the Ninja Turtles. I turned them to green. It was looking good with the logo on the outside, but I just felt that I needed to do a little bit more. So right now I'm building out the awnings. I'm going to put some beams and posts, and then once we have that one in set, we're going to go ahead and build out a little bit of building here around the outside facilities, just to make it look a little bit more cohesive and a little more that it's meant to be there and it's just not shops that I sat down. And of course, you knew I had to put a pizza stall out here. It wouldn't be Ninja Turtles without a pizza stall. I might change the color back to green because the green was looking great with the logo on there. I kind of stamped my logo everywhere in this courtyard so you know what you're seeing. And without any further ado, I mean, this is the most up-to-date look that you guys can see here of my Ninja Turtle entranceway. I mean, it's freaking amazing with so many people in the way. It's hard to kind of see, but yeah, I just want you to get that vibe of you pick your turtle and you go in there and you go into their sewer towards their roller coaster. And this thing came out amazing, guys. And this isn't the final product. I'm probably going to come back again and tweak it. You'll see it when I release my final video on this park. But yeah, man, look at this. Look at Ralphie. It's so freaking cool. He's kind of trying to make him look like he's crossing his arms. But yeah, without any further ado, how about we ride these bad boys? We're going to ride all 4 of them together. And yeah, enjoy.
Label.
thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. This was a major project, a lot to go on. I'm probably going to be going over these roller coasters for the foreseeable future and stuff. Look at Mikey go over the top hat there. So freaking amazing. I can't wait. Frontier, we need synchronized roller coasters. Please bring back synchronized roller coasters. But anyway, yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you want to see how SimmyLand turns out, don't forget to hit that subscribe, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and join me for the next video. I have a lot to go over. I have a lot more to show you. The next roller coaster is going to be a banger, so you don't want to miss it. But anyway, that's all for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.